Welcome back to DC Sports Hour on DC Free 89.5. Insanity, Crazy Richie, and I'm going to still screw up your name.
Pistol Pete.
Pistol P. I'm just going to call you Pee-Pee for short.
I
I think that was terrible for me to say. But anyways, let's jump to the NBA. Let's start with the Lakers.
There's
What's
no
wrong
way.
with them?
The same thing that's always been wrong with them. It's Kobe Bryant's team.
Yep, that's true.
1-4, really surprising. I mean, not really, because this team still needs to get their chemistry together. So, I mean, what are they, like, won in the last 13 games overall with preseason? They're gonna make a run. It's only a matter of time before the All-Star game they make a run, and when they do, everyone's gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I guess we were wrong."
Okay, but here's a dumb question. Say if the Lakers absolutely don't make a run at all. What's going to happen?
So, I guess we didn't play together next year, so we'll get to play one more year together, and we'll win a championship next year.
Except for Dwight. Dwight will probably be gone.
No, I think he's going to stay.
Yeah, he's going to stay.
Do you really think so?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the whole Brooklyn thing is out of his mind now?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because when you look at it, you got a better shot to win a championship in Los Angeles than you do in Brooklyn, because Los Angeles is a championship caliber city.
Even though the Lakers are aging, pretty much.
Well, yeah, I mean, but still, when you have the best player in basketball on your team, you got to stay there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Kobe Bryant, I mean, he's all universe when he's on the court.
Yeah, hey, when he's on, he's on.
Yeah.
When he's off, he's off. But when it comes clutch time, he's almost on.
Yeah, and you got to remember the Lakers, the way they are this year was exactly how the Miami Heat was when the big
LeBron.
three, yeah, when LeBron went over there. I mean, they faltered at the beginning and then came on strong in mid season.
And they still choked in the championship game.
Yeah, but they still made it.
Yeah, they still did.
That was just outplay them in the championship game.
No, I think it was just the chemistry wasn't there. LeBron's still never going to be the clutch. And that's, well, we're going to talk about that some other time. But yeah, I think the Lakers will pull it all together. And if they don't this year, which is a possibility, because the Lakers had these type of players a couple of years back with Gary Payton, Karl Malone. They had all these players and they failed. So I mean, it's not unusual for it to happen, because I remember they were routed in the finals against the Pistons.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just destroyed. But it's not unusual for it to happen. So this doesn't really surprise me. But in the long run, I think even if they don't make it this year, which I think they should make it to the finals.
Everyone's choosing Lakers Heat.
Yeah, I can see that very easily. I don't think the Thunder has a shot anymore since they got rid of Harden.
Yeah.
So they should make it to the finals, and if they lose to the Heat in the finals, which is okay because the Heat's been together already 2 years, and you got to remember all these guys are still learning a new offense. So it would be awesome though if the Lakers make it to the finals, beat the Heat, because that's LeBron's former coach, who pretty much got him fired because he left.
Yeah, exactly.
So that'd be actually a sweet revenge for the coach.
Now, I also want to bring this up since we're still on the topic of the NBA. The Knicks are 3-0. I know it's early, but do you feel like they're for real?
No.
Why?
They're playing with a lot of heart right now for their city. This is for their city, but the Knicks are never to be what they should be. I mean, it's still early. Sooner or later, those guys' bodies are to wear down. Carmelo Anthony's really never been that great of a player. I think he's very overrated.
I mean, they're doing this without Amare, too. I know he's out for a bit.
Yeah, but in the long run, Stoudemire, since he's been in New York, hasn't really been a great player. Sooner or later, when one of those guys come back, Stoudemire, Carmelo, they're going to become ball hoggers like they did when Lin was there.
Exactly.
Once Lin left, which was this year, but when he was off the court, and they brought Lin, because Lin came out and everybody went Lin Sandy all over the place. But when he left, and they came back, they really screwed up everything. Because remember, Lin made them the playoff contenders, and then they came back, and all of a sudden everything just collapsed.
Yeah, they just couldn't. For some reason, they just couldn't play with somebody like Lin. I don't know. I don't understand it. I mean, he was the guy that was dishing the ball off to them.
Yeah.
But they want the spotlight. They want to carry the team, so let them.
That's New York for you.
No, I was going to ask you this, Richard, because you didn't want to say anything.
Oh, God, I knew it.
What you want to say?
Go ahead.
No, you were about to say something. You said,
No.
We'll talk about it another time.
Oh, no, okay. Oh, man, I can't remember now.
About LeBron.
Oh, yeah. He was saying how he might be better than Jordan.
Oh.
And they said that overall he should be better than Jordan.
Wow.
And now, when I say it, what I will say with this, and what I will say just like I say in the NFL about Joe Montana. Yes, Tom Brady's a great quarterback. But when Montana went to the big game, he didn't lose.
Exactly.
Didn't matter.
4-0.
Okay. Exactly. Just like when Jordan went to the big game, he didn't lose.
6-0.
And just that he didn't have the same exact team. He had the parts, but he never had the star caliber parts that LeBron had.
Yeah, he had a lot of good supporting people around him.
Yeah.
LeBron has superstars around him.
Exactly. And another thing I will point out is when you came down to last shots in any game, we all knew where it was going. Yeah, it went to Kerr and Paxson in one finals, but that was because no one saw that coming. But we all knew when it mattered, it was going to Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we all know when LeBron, when it comes down to last shot, we all know it's going to Wade. So, and I mean, that's common sense. I mean, I think LeBron's maybe, what, 2 or 3 game-winning shots in his 5, 6 years in the league. So,
how many opportunities? Like
I think his first shot game winner came in the playoffs against Orlando, but that was like 4 years already in the league. You know, so and they got beat by the Orlando Magic. And here's the thing: everybody sits there and says, "Oh, Cleveland never gave him the team." How do you have the best record in basketball and still not have the team?
Yeah, didn't Cleveland make it to the finals with LeBron?
Yeah, he carried them. He carried them.
I got swept by the Spurs.
Yeah, so you can't say that he didn't have a team around him.
Yeah, because you have to be. I mean, no guy. I'm sorry. Yes, he did carry him a couple times in Game 6. I think it was, or Game 5 when they rallied. He scored like the last 16 points. Yes, yes, I understand that great stuff. But overall, you're still gonna have. See, I know he didn't score all 100 points to get there.
Yeah.
So overall, he had the team to go to the finals. He made it to the finals. And then they lost the next year. I think it was who they lose to the next year? Orlando. Orlando.
Yeah.
They lost to Orlando. They made it 1 year, and they had the best record. Everybody was talking about it. And Orlando came and knocked them out. And then I think Boston was when they finally put that team together.
Yeah.
And then everybody sat there and said, "Oh, you know." Then he came out with the decision, an hour long. Thank God I didn't waste my life on that.
I did. I laughed at it.
And burning the jerseys. You know, Cleveland for having a sports league overall. They have to hate sports by now.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland, I mean, they have 3, major sports teams
They
that
have the
totally
minor
stink.
league.
Yeah.
They have the minor league hockey team, the Lake Erie Monsters, and funny enough, they attract 11,000 per name for that.
Well, don't get me wrong. Cleveland's a very big sports area, you know, but they have a lot of misery there.
Yeah.
The fumble, the drive. You know, they have LeBron. You know, and here's the sad part about LeBron. I know everybody knows this, but he lives in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's what made me more mad at him because it's like you abandoned everything you believe in. Your mom lives there. You were raised there. You just said screw Cleveland. I want what's mine, even though I have the best team in basketball.
Yeah, he thought about. I mean, I've had this conversation with people before. He thought about himself. He thought about the money. He thought about the ring. He didn't care about the city.
Well, see, that's the thing, because Cleveland could have offered him the more money, though. They could have offered him more. They had the most max out. But he didn't. I mean, he could have said, no, don't give me all that money, because obviously I already made enough of my endorsement deals and all this. Keep some money and bring the players here. Bosch didn't want to go there. Bosch wanted to go and wait. So he said, okay, I'll follow you guys because I can't do it by myself.
Yeah.
And I remember Jordan saying one thing he did not like about the league this year. I mean, not overall. He did not like he doesn't understand why superstars are joining each other. To him, to prove he was the best, he had to go beat those guys.
Yeah.
And so that's one reason why I really don't care for basketball, because everybody just wants a ring now. They don't want to earn it.
Yeah.
So
they want it handed to him on a silver platter.
Yeah.
And then again, hearing from Michael Jordan, after all, he is what co-owner
of the Bobcats.
And what are the Bobcats? Crap.
I mean, there's a difference from player to owner. There's some people that should be an owner. There's some people that should be a player.
Yeah.
And we all know LeBron will never, just like Kobe, will never be what Jordan was, because Kobe's lost in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bring up this last little subject. This was a small rumor going around, and maybe you guys have heard this. But after LeBron's contract expires, and then after Kobe retires, is there the possibility that LeBron goes to the Lakers?
No.
You would never want to see that.
No.
I don't, obviously, because my team's
No.
Sacramento.
There's rumor that he would actually go back to Cleveland. Now, if he does that, I remember they did a report, I think, last year about this. If he does that, that would be the biggest slap in the face of all time. Hey, guys, I couldn't win a championship here, but I got my rings here, so I'm back now.
Yeah.
I mean, wow, dude. I mean, I've never seen something like that ever. And like I said, it would be a total slap in the face if he even did go back to Cleveland. If Cleveland even embraced him back. You know, I mean, it'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, and you got to remember him, LeBron James in Cleveland now. He's one of the most hated men over there, just like John Elway.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing I'll say about that, and this is how much of a coward LeBron is. After his second game back in Cleveland, he didn't even come out the tunnel
Oh,
during the
I
introductions.
remember that.
You know, and that's how much of a coward he is to me. Because you know what? You left that city, you abandoned him, you said, screw I let you guys guess for an hour what I was going to do live, and now I said, screw you, and I left. And I can't even come and let you guys boo me. People forget what I deserve for leaving you guys. Coward in my book.
And maybe this is why we hear the whole Laker rumors. I mean, they don't want him back in Cleveland. We all know that.
You never know, though. People just want a championship in Cleveland. I mean, look at the Indians. They were one game away from the World Series a couple years back.
And choked to the Red Sox, who went on to win the World Series against the
Well, no, I'm
Rockies.
talking about the Florida Marlins one with Jared Wright. He pitched a great, and they blew it in the ninth, and they lost it in the 10th.
I was talking
Florida.
about '07.
Oh no, this was they were actually a lot closer.
That was actually '97.
That was 97.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
you're
was
more
talking
of a.
about '07, the last time Indians were actually in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, they've always, like I said, they have a very, very rich history of bad association with sports. But you know what? They are one of the most loyals. And I remember when Cleveland Browns left to Baltimore. Like I said, they were upset, they were crying. But when they brought them back as an expansion team, they've been there. The Dog Pound, I would love to visit the Dog Pound. The Dog Pound is one of the best places I've ever even heard of, but I would love to be there.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was a bad idea to rename them the Cleveland Browns because I mean it's kind of like those ships that sink and then you rename another ship that same name. That's
Ah,
bad luck.
The Cleveland Browns, they're very popular with football. And I like I said, I love the Dog Pound. I love the Dog Pound. I've never been there. I love the little dog masks they wear. They're all their little front row seats. I would love to go run up there and be like, ah, but we all can't do it. So one day, I'm hoping someday, people, sports guys that are watching to hire me. Hopefully, you guys will send me out there to Lambeau too. I would love to go see with the cheeseheads.
Ah, the frozen tundra.
Yes, exactly. Don't send me to Oakland.
put you in the black hole.
Yeah, hell, I wouldn't live.
So, with that, we'll take another quick break. When we come back, we'll throw in a little bit of NFL. Richard wanted to bring something up. I never got the exact words what he wanted to talk about, but
We're gonna have to look at that too.
we'll take a look. And then also we'll throw in a little hockey for anyone who cares. And it's also raining here in Stockton, California. So Richard, I'm guessing is probably one of the happiest people on earth.
Actually, no, because I didn't bring my sweatshirt today.
Neither did I.
Damn.
But anyways, we'll be right back on DC Sports Hour on DC Free 89.5. Please stick around.